Happy Sunday, fun day, and welcome fam to number one daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis. Now that we have entered September and August is behind us, we'll also be discussing the first AI to AI crypto payments now underway, according to Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong. We'll also be discussing JP Morgan Chase customers extract cash from ATMs using supposed bank glitch and immediately regret it. In fact, one guy negative 40 G's. We'll also be discussing the former FTX executive withdraws a filing, alleges the U.S. government broke its promises, and the judge sets the hearing anyways. I'll be breaking down the latest surrounding this, as well as U.S. judge dismisses class action Dogecoin lawsuit against Elon Musk and Tesla. A lot of court updates here today. We'll also be discussing, is Bitcoin success random or calculated? Michael Saylor exposes the hard truth. In fact, Michael Saylor also says Bitcoin to 1,000x to $70 million per coin. In fact, I'll be breaking down the math because it's no joke. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. So welcome, Crypto Fam. Happy Sunday, fun day. Church is in session. I'm going to be preaching the Holy Gospel of Satoshi for the next couple of hours. We're streaming live right now on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Welcome to everyone joining us. Shout out the Oracle Data Beta. What's up, Judson? His palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface, calm and ready to drop bombs. Yeah, but the thunderstorms usually start to brew up the foothills east of me. I'm on the coast as Data. Yola, hola. What up, Coin Father? It's been a minute. Good to have you here, brother. Hope the bottom is in. Me too. 49, local bottom. Hey, JV, I'm here watching the greatest show on the tube. Love your brother and the CNA fam. Right back at you, DNA Noonan. Appreciate you, broski. Shout out to Short Coin and the rest of the fam. Make sure you guys repost the stream on X. In fact, I'm about to pin it right now so it's easy to find. So when you go to my X profile, just FYI, it's now officially pinned at the very top of the profile. So all you need to do is find the profile. You'll see it at the very top. Then go ahead and hit the heart. Then hit the two arrows, which is the repost button. And if you can repost it with a quote, I'll repost your repost. And even if you just drop a comment, I'll repost the comment and I'll shout you out and also follow you back. Let's see how many thousands of people we get on the stream here this beautiful Sunday, beautiful day. I am broadcasting live and in the flesh here in the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. Let me know where you're tuned in, family, where you're tuned in from, as this is a live and interactive show. Good to have you here, John Doe. What's new? Shout out Rick Chamnes. Bust that like button. Kickin' Chicken says, please do that. I appreciate it. Shout out Silver Spike. I appreciate the repost, broski. Shout out Hodler Man. Shout out JC Ice Baby, our one and only Oracle. Oscar, Charlene, the rest of the fam. Oscar Carter. We appreciate all the love, respect, family. So yeah, keep the comments flowing. Thumbs up. The thumbs up do help. It's free to do if you're on the tube right now. Greatly appreciate it. Again, we're on X, Rumble, and YouTube, live and in the flesh. We're going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. So hide your kids, hide your wives, and spread the word. South Carolina here. Shout out South Carolina. Hello from Minneapolis. Shout out Ren. Where's Stimpy? I miss Ren and Stimpy. Those were the good old days. French Canadian from Mexico. Shout out Dev Ranger. And shout out my French Canadians and Mexico fam. What's poppin', yo? What's good? Welcome everyone joining the stream. I see we already got 150 people here. If you guys repost, spread the word. Before you know it, we'll have a few thousand people here. Bitcoin to the freaking moon, baby. When you least expected and thought it was safe, Bitcoin hit you in the face. Slam. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Let the boys be boys. Dankness, appreciate the disclaimer. Nothing you hear during this stream is financial advice. The information provided is from recent news articles for entertainment and discussion only. Always do your own research before investing into cryptocurrency and only keep in the bank what you can afford to lose. Throw that in there. If you go to Puerto Rico, NEY, I can take you out for dinner and drinks. Pause. It's Remy No Limit. Well, it's a little sus to take me out for drinks unless you're a lady, just FYI. But if anyone is visiting Puerto Rico, feel free to reach out to me. No promise, no guarantee, but feel free to reach out to me. You never know. Good to hear for the best Bitcoin news on the planet. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate you tuned in. Thanks for all your support as well. I still got my, what is that, Sucks 20 cold wallet, and am going to get my biddies off of Coinbase. Smart move. Only keep on the exchanges what you can afford to lose. So happy to hear you got your cold storage device, family. Ronan Crash, thank you for the repost. I just reposted you. He put us that Sunday fun day with his CNA fam. Respect. Shout out Pam Powers. Fun and informative show on crypto. Just reposted your comment. Thank you, of course. Shortcoin put Bitcoin. Let's freaking go. Just reposted your comment as well. So thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. But anyways, without further ado, let's dive right in. Let's dive in. If you're new to the channel, important to smash the likes. It's free to do so. It takes about a half a second, so please do it. Hit the bell icon, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's freaking go. Today is pod episode number 1747. I'm your host, JV. Happy first of the month, September 1st, 2024. August is now behind us. A lot to cover and catch up on in the market. It's a holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend, that is. So, let's kick it off with our market watches we do each and every day. You can see on your screen, Bitcoin currently just above $58,800 on Coin 360. Checking out Ethereum, barely in the green, up 0.5%, trading back above $2,500. Solana up 0.5%, while XRP, Tron, Cardano all correcting and in the red. And checking out CoinMarketCap.com. The current crypto market cap sits at a whopping 2.05 trillion. Jesus. So we're still in the decline here. That's total crypto market cap. The Bitcoin market cap is at $1.15 trillion. We got roughly 46 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance holding on to 56.2%, with the Ether dominance at 14.6%. How high do you think the Bitcoin dominance likely climb for the cycle? Let me know. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got HNT leading the pack, FET and Stark. Below that, Render and Popcat. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Let me know. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the day. Safe to say 85% of the market correcting and in the red, just a handful in the green. And zooming out on the monthly, very similar story, but even more wreckage overall. Some of these alts down 20, 30, 40%, only a handful in the green. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index today, we're in fear, but barely. 1 point lower takes us to extreme fear, and the lower this number goes, the more likely of a pump. So hopefully we get some pumpage here this week to kick off September. Yesterday was a 29, last week a 54, and last month a 57 in greed. And checking out the time chain calendar, so we can see there's roughly 190,000 blocks yet to go into the next halving, scheduled to take place sometime April 2024. You can see the block height we're currently at, 859,421. And you can currently receive 1,707 Satoshis for $1. Not too shabby. 1,700 Satoshis per dollar. Let that sink in. So there you go, yo. Welcome, everyone. Just joining the live stream. Next, we'll be pulling up some of the live charts. We'll do some, TA and all that fun stuff. Lots to share in the news as well. Thanks for reiterating the rules. The Oracle says rules. Number 1, don't dox anyone on this stream. Number 2, don't disrespect the chat, the mods, or JV. And 3, don't spam the chat. Any of these will get you banned. Real talk. Wop, 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 wop. Oracle messes them up. So follow the rules. Thank you. Thank you. Tron and Cost, says the Oracle, bullish on. Thanks for sharing. For what it's worth, I think it is fun to meet people over drinks if there is a reason, like a common interest. Sometimes it's nice to unwind without having any expectations or stress. Right on, Data. Fair play there. I want to see 20 or below. Extreme fear. We may hit that extreme fear, and if that happens, again, most likely a huge bounce back. It's almost like religious. Every time we get in extreme fear, we have a nice pump. So I'll welcome it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. September, last month until we hit the fourth quarter. October officially begins, Q4. I'm sticking with my prediction. Q4, I think Bitcoin hits our 6-figure target. And we're going to have our fiesta finally in Puerto Rico, which means when we smash 100,000, everyone's invited to go party it up with us here. That's where we'll be having the drinks. You guys want to celebrate? We're going to celebrate. We may even bring the piñata. Who knows? I get 730 sats for my Canadian buck. Nice. Good evening, Ricky. Welcome to the stream. Judson says 103 degrees. Vegas today. Crystal clear, no humidity. Everybody is here for Labor Day, baby. Big celebration weekend. You're right there. Vegas off the charts right now. Thank you guys for the repost once again. I'm going to be reposting anyone who comments or reposts with a quote throughout the entire stream. You can see we already got a ton of love, so thank you guys. Last quarter for sure, I had predicted we'll go somewhere at least month early because the cycle has been a month early all along. Right on, DataBiter. Appreciate your feedback and predictions as well. And typically when we have the big run-up, it's within a 10-day period, so it doesn't take long. So if history is to rhyme, sometime in fourth quarter, within a 10-day period, we have a parabolic run-up to new all-time highs, potentially taking us to the six-figure mark. We also have a $125,000 target on the weekly chart. I'll be pulling up here shortly as well, but I forgot to play the theme music, so here we go.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Cheers, DataBiter. Saw the repost. Discriminating Bitcoin news for the noobs and the dragons as well. Cheers, 2024, year of the dragon. You already know. That stat blew my mind. That's why I tell people don't worry about the station. You get on board the price, just the damn train, or you'll miss the ride. Amen. Oracle predicts 225,000 under the year, 500 to 750,000 as the cycle peak for 2025. I'm right there with you. Let's make it happen. But anyway, Fiesta. Amen. Let's go. So, yeah, let's continue with where we left off. Let's tap into the live TA, Astrology for the Broskies. Why'd you say what happened to her channel? Did something happen to her channel, Dirty? I didn't see anything happen, but if something did happen, let me know. If anyone can confirm. But Chandy 10 Music, you're referring to. Shout out Chandy, #1 Bitcoin music. I know what we discussed the other day is her content got shadow banned because every video she dropped since she dropped the Kamala video has gotten zero love, and her momentum of 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers per day completely halted, and she's virtually getting no love from the algorithm. I think it was a result of the Kamala video, clearly. Since then, she removed the video, but the channel is still what we would refer to as shadow banned, meaning it just gets zero love from the algorithm. So if that's what you're referring to, it's a shame. And that's why we got to support her even more. Make sure to subscribe to her channel. Well, we need to hear that over the like it all right on. But anyways, fam, let's continue with our TA, Astrology for the Broskies. We'll also be pulling up some of the live charts. So as you can see, this particular headline reads, Bitcoin loses 8.6% in August as September starts with a fresh 2-week low. Here we're looking at the 1-hour chart. Bitcoin shed more than 2% on September 1st as an out-of-hours monthly close turned ugly for the bulls. Trading views showed Bitcoin price weakness, producing lows of 57.2 on Bitstamp, a level last seen August 16th, a couple weeks back, and coming midway through the weekend, less liquidity conditions made for a grim monthly close, with buyers unable to prevent further losses later. Bitcoin thus finished August down 8%, below its average of 1.75% gains per data from monitoring resource CoinGlass. Its figures likewise reveal September is historically a poor month for the Biddy, with an average loss totaling 4.5%. So keep that in mind as well. I mean, history don't lie, and you can see all the numbers here. Quoting Crypto Chase, local level taking a beating. Wouldn't be surprised if it gives way eventually. Bulls want to see 55.5 to 56.5 hold, or decisive PA above 61,000. Losing 55,000 likely means 51,000. Fellow trader Exit Pump noted aggressive short selling at the day's local lows within the weekly close hours away. And quoting Rec Capital, another analyst, Bitcoin continues to retest the channel bottom. Bitcoin needs to weekly close above 58,450 to confirm that channel bottom, which you can see here, the black support. Retest still in progress. Meanwhile, short squeeze odds target 61.3. CoinGlass liquidity data furthered the bearish narrative with the price slicing through layer after layer and the journey towards the downwards journey that is over the last week of August. Now we have Crypto Nuevo suggesting that both the upside and downside liquidity hunts could come this week, quoting the analyst here. In a trading perspective, I'm favoring the longs, so I prefer seeing the move down first to hit the liquidations and fill the wick at 56.6, where I could long. So I'm keeping a long order in that 56.6 level on Sunday and Monday in case we see a false move at the start of the week. So there you go, yo. Let me know if you feel we'll likely correct down lower as some of these analysts are projecting, or do you think we'll likely retest some of the major psychological resistance levels such as 60,000 and climb back above? Let me know your thoughts. And checking out some of the live charts. This is the 1 month chart. We'll zoom our way in, but let me switch the scene up for you so it's clean. As you can see, we're holding on to 58,500 at the time of the live stream. We're going to zoom in all the way to let's start with the 1 hour chart and we'll work our way back out. So yeah, this is live and in the flesh via TradingView via Coinbase. You can see we do have a big green candle in the past hour, which is good. It's ultimately protecting the current level we're sitting at. We did already tap 57,800 as the bottom for the day. And let's see if we can continue the bullish momentum. You know what I mean? And happy September 1st, family. Now, zooming out, let's check out the 4 hour chart. And as you can see here, we're starting to form a green candle. However, we've been trading sideways and testing lower lows. So there's really no telling. We're not out of the woods yet when it comes to, price action. Anything can happen short term at this current moment. And the 1 day chart, you can see we had the 2 big red candles earlier on in the week, which corrected us back down to the current levels where we're at, currently sideways trading. However, do note on the daily, we do have a target sitting all the way at 47,700. And again, the current local low is roughly 49, which we tapped roughly 2 weeks ago. Will we go lower, or is the bottom in? Let me know your thoughts. And checking out the 1 week chart, we still have that sexy cup and handle target sitting at 125,000. So that's currently in play, I believe, for the fourth quarter of this year. Not investment advice. Take everything I say with a grain of salt and do your own research. And checking out the monthly, as we had pulled up earlier, we did have the 7 green consecutives as far as the candle closes earlier in the year. And then we've been trading sideways for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Let's see if we can finally break out of that sideways trading action here, September. Let me know your thoughts. And with all that being shared, family, welcome everyone just joining the live stream. Shout out Crypto Voodoo. What it do? What do we call those plebs that store the value in the fiat currency? You know what we call those folks.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets.
Very unfortunate. We call them very unfortunate. We are a large beach ball I held under the water at some point to suppress. I love that analogy, by the way. A big beach ball dragged under the water. It always pops back, right? Shoots up. And that's precisely how we're going to describe the market. The more the bears pull us down, the more likely we spring back like that beach ball in the water. 100% with you on that. Or a basketball for my ballers out there. You ever take a basketball in the water, you bring it down, you let go, whoosh, shoots right up. Same analogy. Poor little babies.
Out of profit.
People that use
Bounce, come on, bounce. All my biddies with a half an ounce.
use fiat currency.
We have been stuck at 58. Well, we've been stuck around 60 for, it seems like forever. But honestly, keep in mind 2 years ago, we were like at 20. So we're still up 3x since then. 500 viewers on the stream. Welcome everyone just joining us. New all-time high this month to 225,000 end of the year. I like it. We are going to go parabolic very soon. They are running out of fuel.
Currency as a store of value.
We call them unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
We call them poor. We call them poor.
Shout out Dankness. Appreciate the repost, brother. He put crypto as only one place to get your daily no BS news, CNA. Appreciate it, brother. Get the crypto news fix here, says T. Roland. No one does it better than JV. Shut up and take my sperm. That's actually hilarious, bro. Just reposted it. Thank you, W. Again, anyone who reposts the stream or comment the stream is going to get reposted and shouted out. Just shouted you out, W, with the Bugs Bunny icon. Let me make sure I'm following you. Yep, I'm following you as well, brother. Cheers. Thanks for the love.
People that use fiat.
We call them very unfortunate. New all-time highs, baby. Yeah, the financial liquidity might be faced with a deflationary shock, as the M3 suggests, and I think that's what Warren Buffett is out now. That's right. He sold a tremendous amount of his stocks. I think he understands the stock market is about to crash, more than likely. I love to see 60 Gs. Wouldn't we all?
Currency. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Thank you, Michael Saylor. In fact, we're going to be sharing a very bullish Michael Saylor prediction and the latest from Michael Saylor later on in the stream. We saved the best for last. But let's dive into the next story of the day. Let's discuss the AI to AI payments. That's right. AI is making their own AI payments. This is actually interesting. Headline here reads, first, AI to AI crypto payments now are underway, according to the Coinbase CEO, Brian Armstrong. Coinbase chief executive, Mr. Armstrong, says the artificial intelligence agents are now making crypto transactions amongst themselves. In a new thread on X, Armstrong says the top US-based crypto exchange witnessed its first AI to AI transaction earlier this week. Does that mean the AI is now stacking the biddies? Jesus. Talk about extreme scarcity. Now, here we go, quoting them here. What did one AI buy from another? Tokens, not crypto tokens, but AI tokens, where it's basically from one Lang learning model to another. They use tokens to buy tokens. AI agents cannot get bank accounts, but they can get crypto wallets. Ooh, that is so true. They might not be qualified by JP Morgan Chase to open up a bank account, but anyone could open up a wallet, including the Nipinator. Quoting them here, they can now use USDC on Base to transact with the humans, merchants, or other AIs. Those transactions are instant, global, and free. And according to Armstrong, since AI tech is currently limited in its capacity in terms of using traditional forms of payments, being able to transact with other AI agents to acquire resources is a huge step forward, quoting them again. Today, if you give an AI agent a task and come back in a few days or hours, it can't get useful work done. In part, this is a limitation of the technology itself. AIs can't transact to acquire the resources they need. They don't have a credit card to use Amazon Web Services, GitHub, or Vercel. They don't have a payment method to book you the plane ticket or the hotel for your upcoming trip. They can't get through the paywalls, for instance, to read a scientific article, promote their post on X with a paid ad, or use the growing network of paid APIs to integrate the data in which they need. It turns out everyone benefits from having access to good financial services, including the AIs. I mean, so there you have it. Latest development with AI on AI, crypto payment show. What are your thoughts on the future of AI? Do you think humanity is doomed? Do you think the human being will merge into AI and there will be no human beings as we formerly known us as for the future? And this is a great topic of conversation for the uncensored version of the pod. So hold your comments for this topic. Yes, that's my spooky voice. Thank you, Dankness. Agreed to a point. The dollar and the banks are both in a downturn. We need to keep in mind that the banks are going insolvent will cause people to rush to safe haven assets. That includes the biddy. Amen to that, Oracle. Fed will pump the printer 24/7, 365. Brace yourself, fool, for the inflation. Just remember, fam, like the scene in that movie, The Big Short, don't dance and gloat with your patience and intelligence finally pays off and the market crashes and you are rich. Have some class. It means the economy is a crashing. But what's the second best cryptocurrency, one might ask?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There's no second best crypto asset.
Shout out Crypto Surge. It may be Labor Day weekend, but Bitcoin's going, still thriving. Get your crypto updates with JV. Respect, brother. Just reposted you. Shout out James LC. Do your own research. Watch CNA now. Thank you, broski. Just reposted you. And again, anyone who reposts the stream during today's stream will get reposted. Let's go.
There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
So there you had it. You heard it right from Mikey Saylor directly. When you got the superior asset, it's going up forever, dankness. That's just what we do. But anyways, just don't fucking dance. The Big Short. Classic. But yeah, let's keep the flow going. Welcome everyone joining the stream. Close to 600 people already here. Spread the word. Let people know we're live. Happy Sunday, fun day. JV preaching the holy gospel of Satoshi as I do each and every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Let's go. This is pod episode 1747, family. Not many other Bitcoin pods. 1747 episodes deep. The deep status are increasing pressure on the economy, inflationary and otherwise, will cause the people to fear the fiat. Right on. Great scene. Amen. But yeah, yo, next story of the day. Let's discuss JP Morgan ATM glitch. In fact, people were bragging all across social media. They got this glitch that they're stealing all this money. And then some people try to do that and they got hit with some charges apparently. And one guy's like negative $40,000. Go figure. But yeah, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. 10 out of 10 times, just FYI. But here's the story, yo. JP Morgan Chase customers extract cash from ATMs using supposed bank glitch and immediately regret it. How many of you have saw the viral videos of the guys down like anywhere from 10 to 40,000 trying to do this glitch? Crazy, right? An illicit method of extracting cash from the JP Morgan Chase ATMs is going viral. Posts and videos are spreading across social media of a supposed glitch that appears to be centered on depositing fake checks into the bank ATMs. Once a fake check is deposited, customers are then withdrawing a portion of the funds that are automatically credited to the account. And although the method may place cash in hand, it essentially is check fraud, which I'm pretty sure is a crime. And Chase is already placing bank accounts in the negative for those making the attempt. So not only will your account go negative, but you're probably going to get hit with some sort of fraudulent charges and who knows, potentially be prosecuted and go to prison. Was it worth it, idiots? Just saying. So this dude is currently $40,000 in debt as the outcome of doing the new viral Chase money glitch. You can see $31,000 down pending and another one down $7,700. So obviously the bank has figured out the glitch and is penalizing people. Thank Jamie Dimon for that one. Check fraud involving ATMs isn't new and anyone caught could be prosecuted, exactly what I figured, and face charges of bank fraud, wire fraud, and other related crimes. And speaking of fraud,
Wall Street is fraud, America is fraud, the world is fraud, banks are fraud, central banks are fraud. We live in an era of fraud. It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud. That's the business model.
Shout out Max Kaiser for so eloquently breaking down fraud and how everything is fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud, and that being the business model. Spot on, Max. Thank you. ATM software is among the most rigorously tested code in the world, and although it is rare, actual ATM glitches do occur. In November of last year, customers at NatWest Bank in London rushed to an ATM that was spitting out more cash than requested. And it was actually ironic. JV, back in the day, I used to work for an armored truck company when I was very young, in my early 20s. And I actually used to install the ATMs and service the ATMs, program the ATMs, and load the money in the ATMs and kind of do all that stuff. So it's kind of funny hearing this story. But anyways, I digress. And in August of last year, a glitch allowed Bank of Ireland customers to withdraw up to €1,000 at ATMs nationwide, even when they had little or no money in their accounts. So yeah, just like anything else, it's all fraud. They get a percentage of the fraud, and that's the business model. Thank you, Jamie Tapeworm. You're doing a fantastic job making people's account balances in the negative $10, $20, $30, $40,000. Go Jamie Tapeworm, the one and only. Team No Filter Max Kaiser. Amen. Max never had a filter. He had an FU. That's right. Max was, he's just an OG. And of course, he has FU money, and he can care less about what other people think about him. He's going to preach the truth, and that's why we respect and love Max. ATMs used to glitch in the late 80s and 90s. If the ATM said records are unavailable at this time, you can keep withdrawing way past your balance. Did it a couple of times. Oh, wow. Subscribe to the #1 Bitcoin music channel. That's right. Make sure to show Chandy's channel some love. Chandy10 Music. Subscribe and make sure to follow her on X alongside the rest of our moderators who are always doing a fantastic job, including JC Ice, who is our one and only Oracle, Digital Dankness, Crypto Surge, Melda the Great, Shortcoin, etc. Good morning, Adam. What's poppin'? What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome, everyone just joining the stream. We just broke down the recent JP Morgan bank scam with the ATMs. So again, don't fall for it because you may end up catching a bank fraud charge. Nipinator indicator. Oh, well, he stopped. The hack has been a known hole. There was change the value of the money in the ATM. When you put the 20s, it thinks it's $1. You'll get the $20 bills. Interesting. Now here in Puerto Rico, they just updated all ATM machines. They all been replaced. At least from the biggest bank in Puerto Rico, which is Banco Popular. They've replaced all ATMs. So there's new machines. So, but anyways, yo, welcome everyone joining the stream. I see we got 700 people here already. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Anyone who reposts the stream, I appreciate it. Now there's a twist to the meme I never saw. I'm not sure which meme. Oh, the sperm to take my sperm instead of to take my money. Yeah, that is a funny meme, yo. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. But yeah, let's keep it moving. Did you see even yesterday there was news? I think the 49ers running back rookie got shot. Crazy chaos in San Francisco, family. I saw that story. I am finding different things. The Oracle says, smash the like, subscribe, repost. Thank you. It does help. Where's KJam these days? He has been missing. He's around. He pops in here and there. Shout out K-Jam and the rest of the fam. Appreciate y'all. But let's continue moving. Let's discuss the latest with the FTX saga. The headline here reads, former FTX executive withdraws filing, alleges U.S. government broke its promises, but the judge sets the hearing anyways and can care less. We're talking about Ryan Salami. I don't know the proper pronunciation of the name. It may be Salam or Salam, but Salami sounds lit. I mean, I'm Italian and we grew up eating salami. So we're just going to stick with salami. Ryan Salami has withdrawn a previous court filing accusing the U.S. government of walking back its promise not to prosecute his partner, but a judge has scheduled a hearing on the matter anyways. So the synopsis is like, yo, you're going to jail. You're an executive of FTX. And he ultimately said, I'll plead guilty and do everything you want me to do as long as you don't involve my significant other. And they said, sure, we won't involve your significant other. Then they lied, and now they have involved and pressed charges against his significant other. And now he doesn't want to testify because they didn't stick to their word. I mean, since when does government or prosecutors stick to their word? Probably never, but I digress. Salami is a former co-CEO of FTX Digital Markets, the Bahamian subsidiary of the bankrupt crypto exchange. Last year, the former executive pled guilty to conspiracy to make unlawful political contributions and defraud the Federal Election Commission. Whoa! As well as conspiracy to operate an unlicensed money transmitting business. In May, the judge sentenced Salami to 7.5 years in prison, and he is due to report to prison in October. Well, he got a smaller sentence than Bankman-Fried got 25 years, so 742. So he got 3-4x, lower sentence. In a court filing last week, Salami claimed he cut a deal with the government and pled guilty to prevent further investigation against the mother of his child, Michelle Bond, a former congressional candidate. And later that week, Damian Williams, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, announced charges against Bond over alleged campaign finance violations related to her unsuccessful run for Congress in 2022. Williams said in an indictment that Salami organized a sham $400,000 payment to Bond from FTX, which Bond allegedly used to fund her campaign. Salami's lawyers claim the government used the former CEO's negotiations to threaten Bond and induce Salami into pleading guilty. Salami asked the court first to dismiss Bond's indictment, but if that didn't happen, to dismiss his own conviction and guilty plea. The prosecution shot back, however, calling Salami's accusation demonstrably false. Quoting them here, Salami entirely omits that the government had a follow-up virtual meeting with Salami's attorney on May 25, 2023 to clarify the status of its investigation into Michelle Bond, whom Salami's attorney also represented, and spelled out for the avoidance of any doubt that a Salami guilty plea would not stop any ongoing investigation into Bond's conduct. In a new document filed on Thursday, Salami's lawyers noted he was withdrawing his previous filing so Bond could bring up the issue in her own case. The former FTX executive didn't recant his previous accusations. However, to be clear, Mr. Salami stands by the facts set forth and the petition and his accompanying declaration. Mr. Salami is withdrawing the petition, however, to allow the facts to be developed by Ms. Bond and a ruling to be made in her case. And on Thursday, District Judge Lewis Kaplan scheduled a September 12th hearing, which is in less than 2 weeks, on the issue despite Salami's petition withdrawal. He also mandated the former CEO's presence in the courtroom. Wow. So he mandated that the former CEO, referring to Bankman-Fried, be present in the courtroom. That's also very interesting. I guess he wants a final look at Bankman-Fried with those eyes of death. You know what I mean? But crazy. But let me know your thoughts surrounding all of this. And whatever happened to Sam Tabucco? He's the only executive that got off scratch-free. No charges. There were videos of him on yachts with Katy Perry. All these photos were floating around, but he must have some friends in high places because he's the only FTX executive that didn't face any charges. And whatever happened to Caroline Ellison, they're supposed to have had like a hearing to press charges against her too. That never even happened, or it got silenced. So I'm also curious what's going on behind closed doors. So it's Sam Tabucco, a former executive, and Caroline Ellison, who I believe was the CEO of Alameda Research, the sister company that was laundering all the money. So we'll find out, I guess. Speaking of FTX, what happened to SBF's coworkers? Exactly, Diana. I want to know as well. With older miners, you have a chance to get it right, but it is not possible with the newest, fastest, and they're expensive. Salame, not salami. Salame. Close enough. Close enough. Salame, salami. Some say pepperoni. Some say pepperoni. Some say potato. Some say patata. Some say tomato. Some say tomato. Just saying. But thank you there, Oracle. Salame. Close enough. Wookin' for wub in all the wrong places. Yeah, you don't want to be wookin' for the wub in all the wrong places, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome, everyone joining the live stream. Hopefully you guys are entertained. Are you not entertained?
Bitcoin, 60G, 60G. Buying opportunity for fifth level sexy G's. What do you think, JV? Buy the biddy.
Who cares about a roaring kitty?
Who cares about a roaring kitty?
Boring kitty.
A boring kitty.
Not me. I'm for the bitty.
Not me. I'm for the bitty.
I'm for the nippinator. I'm for Nipsey.
I'm for the nippinator. I'm for Nipsey.
Not for some weirdo Kit Kat kitty.
Not for the weirdo Kit Kat kitty. Cat a kitty cat. I'm for stacking the sats. Stack the sats.
You gotta stack the sats. Shout out Fadil and anyone else just joining us. Scam, bank run fraud, needs to pay back all the money he took from the people to make himself rich. Good. So you're really just stealing from other account holders then. But you think that the bank, which is worth billions and billions and billions, would take some form of liability, but they'll probably just point the finger at the customer and press charges against them because they have all the money and the resources and the lawyers. You know what I mean? 60 G's, baby. You already know. 60 G's. We stack the biddies. Shout out Zach Essom. Again, anyone who reposts the stream will get shouted out. I meant to show it here. Zach Essom. So thank you, brother. He wrote, tune in and get it while the getting is good. The one and only Crypto News Alerts. Thank you, brother. Just reposted you. I appreciate that. We got roughly 800 people already on the stream. There is no second best. Amen to that, Marcus. Appreciate the kind words. And just reposted you. Mark a Bitcoin. Mr. Chips. What's up? Anyone else interacting in the X? Also, as we discovered yesterday, there's comments on the X feed. And let me show you how to access them because we have comments on the screen right now coming from YouTube. So if you want to interact in the show that you see the commenting on the screen, you have to go to YouTube. It's cryptonewsalerts.net. That's where the feed of the comments is coming from. However, now on X, all you got to do, you click on the stream. And then at the very bottom, it's going to say live chat. It's hard to see it. It doesn't really stand out. But at the very bottom, there's a rectangle box that says live chat. You just click the rectangle box and there's a comment section built into the X stream now. So for example, Simon and Zach Essam, thanks JV, you're very welcome. Zach, thank you. Simon, how do I follow you on Nostra? I think my username is probably the same as on X. Just search maybe Crypto News Yes or Crypto News Alerts. I don't recall what my username is on Nostra, but either way, you should be able to find it. I appreciate that. And I'm going to be checking the comments live in the X feed as we also check comments live on the YouTube channel. So now we have two sources for commenting, which is kind of cool. So just FYI. And FYI as well, tomorrow I am going to stream at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. tomorrow because it's a holiday, no school. Tuesday, we're going to flip the time to 12 p.m. because I got to take my daughter to school and pick her up. So Tuesday through Thursday, we're going to be 12 p.m. show. But tomorrow, same as today. We're going to do a 4 p.m. because it's an extended weekend due to the holiday, Labor Day. And then, yeah, so just note 4 o'clock tomorrow, family. Yes, we can now chat on X. Pretty cool, right? The newest Ant main miners are better because they crunch the equations faster. The older miners take the equation and run one iteration, while the new ones can do 10 in the same time. That's what's up. My daughter's very happy that she doesn't have to go to school tomorrow. All the kids are celebrating. Safe to say. Let's go. There she is. Shout out Chandy 10 Music. Better late than never. Amen. Good to have you here. Shout out Chandy. We were just playing some of your music.
Ain't no thing, baby, it's a chance to stack those sats.
Chance to stack those BTs.
Chance to stack those BTs. Baby, you never heard about me with another coin.
So true. But let's continue where we left off. We broke down the latest FTX saga. Now let's discuss the latest regarding the Doge and Tesla lawsuit. That just recently, I think, got canceled or whatever it's called, dismissed, I think is the proper term. Here we go. Headline reads, U.S. judge dismisses class action Dogecoin lawsuit against Elon Musk and Tesla. That's right. U.S. judge tossed the class action lawsuit accusing Elon and his company Tesla of manipulating the Dogecoin market. A group of disgruntled Doge investors sued Musk in 2022, accusing the business magnate of orchestrating a pump and dump via a series of public comments about the popular meme coin. As you know, anytime Doge is referenced in a tweet, it literally pumps because you're drawing millions or hundreds of millions of people's attention to it. And he is one of the most influential people in the world, considering he's one of the wealthiest on paper in the world. Now, Musk's lawyers filed multiple motions to dismiss the lawsuit, and the Dogecoin investors responded by filing amended complaints. The back and forth ended this week when District Judge Alvin K. Hellerstein sided with Musk's legal team and closed the case. Now, Hellerstein drew attention to the specific Musk quotes highlighted in the complaint, noting that he failed to see how the Tesla CEO manipulated the market or facilitated a pump and dump. Quoting them here. These paragraphs allege statements by Musk on Twitter to the effect that Dogecoin might be his favorite currency and that he had purchased some for his son, and that Dogecoin is the people's crypto and the future of currency on Earth, and that Dogecoin might become the standard for the global financial system and the currency of the internet, and that Musk agreed to become a Dogecoin CEO, and that Musk might put a literal Dogecoin in SpaceX and fly it to the moon, and that Dogecoin would pay for that mission, that Tesla vehicles would be bought with Dogecoin and the like. Now, if I was to respond to this quote, all of those allegations to me is gaslighting because it's impossible to put a Dogecoin on the moon, but I find it very entertaining. These statements are aspirational and puffery, said the judge, not factual and susceptible to being falsified. They cannot be the basis of a 10b-5 lawsuit, and no reasonable investor would rely upon them. Well, you must not know the crypto sphere because people actually believe Elon in crypto, and they actually take what he says as literal fact. Believe it or not, as outrageous and crazy as that may seem. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. Clearly, Elon has endless resources for the best of the best lawyers. So I'm not shocked that the entire case got dismissed, but I do feel there's some truth in that claim to where when Elon talks about Doge, it absolutely impacts the market, whether negative, positive. That's up to your interpretation. But let me know your thoughts, family. I am seriously considering getting into the mining. That's what's up, Oracle. Oil or water immersion. Good question. Mineral oil, eh? Says Dankness. But yeah, yo, welcome everyone to the stream. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day, discuss the latest from the Giga Chad, Michael Saylor, as well as a very uber bullish prediction he made at the Prague conference, projecting Bitcoin going up 1,000x. And at the time, Bitcoin was at 70 G's. So ultimately calling for a $7 million Bitcoin price. We're going to be breaking down that math and how he got to those particular numbers. He ultimately says fiat they're going to be printing 1,000 times more fiat, and that's going to send Bitcoin up 100x. Let me know if you agree with that sentiment. We'll dive deeper into it as soon as we touch that story and touch down and the eagle has landed, if you feel what I'm saying. But yeah, he has joked about Doge, but he has never claimed to be investing in it, and nor has he hinted that others should. I get it, but he is not liable. He has the right to speak in public, right on data. Well, he won the lawsuit. It got dismissed, so that's that. Now, another question for Elon. Do you think he'll ever resume Bitcoin payments for Tesla? Remember he was pushing the ESG FUD a few years back, claiming it's too bad for the environment. I could no longer accept Bitcoin payments for Teslas. Let me know. Because he promised if they can prove that the Bitcoin mining wasn't harming the world like they were claiming with the ESG FUD narrative, that he would accept it. And we've already proven that. It's already been proven, but yet he hasn't followed his word. So I find that kind of sus. Let me know your thoughts on that. If you really want to think about it, I'd highly suggest looking at that cooling, since the 110 dB fan noise will drive you insane. Yeah, Saylor is being uber bullish. Damn straight. I expect nothing less from the Giga Chad. Hit the likes, you bunch of degens. Thank you, JBZ. Shout out everyone on X. We got 888 people. Only 59 on YouTube. I'm obviously shadow banned. I mean, I've had 59 people on my stream 5-6 years ago when I first started. So it's like 6 years later, 1,747 episodes. I don't know how many thousands of hours of content. I'm speculating, but let's just say tens of thousands of hours of content. And there's 66 people on YouTube right now. That's a shame. YouTube shows me no love. But there's 900 people on X, so I can't complain. And shout out to the Rumble fam as well. True, I need to do more research. EV sales is cratering, but there's a Vegas every fifth car you see a Tesla. That popular, eh? That popular. I'm on both. Thank you, I am Brian. I appreciate the support. I've actively seeked out the stream today. Thank you, BZ. That means because they're not showing it to you, unfortunately. I have 70+ thousand subscribers. You guys are supposed to get notified when I go live, and I don't think they email you or notify you. Otherwise, there'd be more than 50 or 70 people on the YouTube stream, considering we have 70,000 subscribers. But I can't complain, because for all the traffic we've lost on YouTube, we've gained on X and then some. So like I said, we'll have over 1,000 people on the stream here shortly, probably within the next 5 minutes. Thanks to X, not thanks to YouTube. YouTube, you suck. The people are great. I appreciate all the support from everyone on the YouTube, but as a platform, you guys really suck. I'm speaking to the CEO. I'm speaking to the founders. I'm speaking to the head-ups, the higher-ups that like to shadow ban content when people speak the truth for whatever reason. I remember getting you 3,000 in one episode, then your second ban hit, and now it's under 200. Yeah, exactly. We used to have 3,000 people on YouTube on a live stream. That is now a fantasy. Every time you get terminated under false pretenses, it destroys any momentum you've ever built. So when I recently got terminated, obviously 11 days later, they reinstated my channel, and I had all this momentum. My ad money was higher than it's ever been. Life was good. More traffic than we've ever seen. The videos were getting over 20,000 views. Terminated. Account comes back. Instantly lost 90% of all the traffic. Instantly lost 90% of all the revenue. And traffic never comes back. Maybe it'll take another 6 years and we'll get back to where we were. And then they'll just pull the plug again and be like, you're terminated. Oops. That's YouTube for you. If you look under the notifications, you're there, but I don't think I'm getting the push notifications. One of my friends just got a Tesla, and I told him he is gay. Just joking, though. That's freaking hilarious. YouTube changes your stats at will. very sad. Maybe if I pushed the transgender agenda, they'd show me some love. Kind of like Mr. Beast when he stood by his friend. I don't even remember the guy's name. It's like, this is my friend and I support transgenderism. And they're like, YouTube gods, give them all the traffic, send them to 300 million subs. And now who's getting the last laugh? Because that transgender friend was talking to underage children about sexual things. And now he'll probably be facing allegations for all that bad and naughty stuff. And now YouTube is, I'll digress though. We're on YouTube right now, so I'll be quiet. It is kind of crazy though. We're in a crazy world. But anyways, I digress. Now for our featured story of the day. Is Bitcoin's success random or calculated? Michael Saylor exposes the hard truth. And speaking of the hard truth, he also projects Bitcoin doing a 1,000x in price action, sending the Bitcoin price to $70 million per coin. I'm going to be breaking down this math. In fact, it's actually pretty lit. So let's just dive right in and welcome everyone joining us on today's live stream. So yeah, the Bitcoin price has been struggling for the past few days following the market crash, as we already know, as we've been covering here in the stream. Michael Saylor says success isn't random, it's calculated. In fact, he did this post 2 days ago on X. Michael Saylor presented a clear picture of Bitcoin's popularity, indicating why the company has been obsessed with the asset. I mean, that's an understatement. They have 226,500 Bitcoin. MicroStrategy began to hodl Bitcoin back in 2020, and within 4 years, their holdings as of now is 226,500. Even a Japanese company by the name of MetaPlanet started buying more Bitcoin following the Saylor put, competing with MicroStrategy in this race. We call this game theory. However, its popularity is not limited to normal investors, only as countries like El Salvador has also endorsed Bitcoin, which currently holds 5,748 BTC in their treasury, which is worth more than $340 million. Additionally, El Salvador has recently introduced a Bitcoin investment strategy with a certification offering to revolutionize its ongoing investments. Now, Bitcoin, as we know, was launched back in 2009, but it took many years before gaining popularity. However, once the concept of decentralization went out, it became unstoppable with minor declines here and there. But Bitcoin's creator, Satoshi, never introduced himself to the world, but is still the biggest hodler. They estimate with 1.1 million Bitcoin scattered across all of his wallets. Additionally, Bitcoin ETFs have carried Bitcoin to the next level, which went live earlier this year in January 11th. I know BlackRock alone now has over $20 billion worth of volume, and they are now the largest holder of Bitcoin, surpassing Grayscale, which is kind of crazy. But I want to actually get into what's most exciting here today, and that is Michael Saylor. About a month or two ago, he was a keynote speaker at the event Bitcoin Prague, and he makes some very bold projections. He breaks down the math, and he shares with us all of this. So let's break this baby down. Here's the 21 rules he gave instructing how to hodl the volatile next 1,000x in the Bitcoin price. Did I say that? 1,000x. Good Lord. So yeah, here we go. Number one, those who understand buy Bitcoin, those who don't criticize Bitcoin. Yes. And the people who can't see a paradigm shift mock the transition. The people with vision begin to vote with their feet for the new system. Amen. Next up, everyone is against Bitcoin before they are for it. Michael Saylor explicitly referenced his post on Bitcoin in 2013 when he claimed it would likely follow the route of online gambling. This is true. I've covered this actual tweet from Michael Saylor, and it's still up from 2013, claiming that, Bitcoin will suffer the same fate as online gambling, ultimately saying he didn't believe in it. Bitcoin was $892 then and remains an orange portal into cyberspace today. So he missed out then, but it took him, 7 years later, he finally came around. Number three, you will never be done learning about Bitcoin. No matter how smart you are, you can never outsmart hundreds of millions of companies, tens of billions of humans, or dozens of trillions of AI bots. You will never fully understand the future in which Bitcoin is priced in. Number four, Bitcoin is powered by chaos. Michael referenced to World War II and communism in Prague, Europe. Would you rather own a house, company, gold, and a national fighting the war, or would you rather own the Swiss bank that holds everyone's gold? Buy Bitcoin because entropy is guaranteed. Number five, Bitcoin is the only game in the casino that we can all win. Every game in the casino of assets protected by political currency is rigged against you. In a long enough timeline, you are going to win if you keep playing the Bitcoin game. All other games eventually fail. So true. Next, number 6, Bitcoin won't protect you if you won't wear the armor. Get off of 0 and take a 1% allocation. However, you'll look back and wonder why you allowed 99% of your body to be burnt. The more you understand the fire, the closer to 100% of your body you cover in armor. Amen. Put the armor on. Number 7, Bitcoin is the one thing in the universe that you can truly own. All assets in the ancient world are protected by a governing authority over you and the property rights granted by a collective of humans. Until Bitcoin, now your cryptographic keys in your head are your wealth. Damn straight. Number 8, everyone gets Bitcoin at the price they deserve. Michael reflected on how he dismissed Bitcoin at $892 back in 2013 to only deserve buying it at $9,500. So he had to pay roughly 10x. He said then, when Bitcoin is 950,000, people will wait for it to crash to 700,000. Then Bitcoin will go to $8 million per coin. Number 9, only buy Bitcoin with money you can't afford to lose. Reject the system that forces you to take risks to preserve your energy and redirect towards the system that rewards your saving. Ignoring Bitcoin today is a decision to starve yourself tomorrow, and your family, might I add. Number 10, tickets to escape the matrix are priced in Bitcoin. Saylor described how the GDP, CPI, and infinite QE in the matrix in which we live and the price the world from within. The escape valve from the arbitrary collection of data points to fit the narrative is the outlier, which is the BTC. Number 11, my favorite number is 11, by the way. Bitcoin insight is restricted to those who need to know. Saylor described to me at dinner how without Bitcoin, MicroStrategy would have failed. He was going to lose billions, but instead made billions. Michael's Bitcoin increased by 54 million during the 40-minute talk alone. Jesus. Talk about a giga chat. Number 12, all of your models will be destroyed. Saylor on stage predicted he believes 24% CAGR for Bitcoin in the next 10 years is extremely conservative. That'd be $600,000 per coin by 2034. When Godzilla comes to the playground, your model of who wins the game are irrelevant. Shout out Godzilla. Number 13, the cure to economic ill is the orange pill. He got bars. Economics has been a pseudoscience for centuries, and the cure to ancient technology is a new innovative paradigm, upgrading the world to future tech. All of our flawed worldviews on the money are from flawed money. Amen. Take the orange pill while you still can. Number 14, be for Bitcoin, not against fiat. Don't use aggression or violence against a dying system. Instead, be cheerful and constructive into building the parallel system. Don't give the critics the leverage to call you mean, arrogant, or disrespectful. Next up, 15, Bitcoin is for everybody. Saylor claims the need for digital capital has the potential to be half of everything in the future world we are yet to imagine. He said this will drive the price up by 1,000x, which is 70 million per Bitcoin in today's dollars. 70 million, let that sink in. 16, learn to think in Bitcoin. To conceptualize future tech in terms of ancient tech is an oxymoron. The only way to envision a coming paradigm is to view it through the stage at which the city will be built upon. Number 17, you don't change Bitcoin. Bitcoin changes you. You don't have the capacity or the authority to dictate to 8 billion people today how to change their life to benefit you. Saylor then mentioned the 80 billion people yet will dwarf our current world, a 10x in human beings. Cyber hornets. Where you at? Number 18, laser eyes protect you from endless lies. Michael emphasized you do not take your laser eyes off at 100,000 or 1 million. You keep it on. He predicted Bitcoin is going from 1 trillion to 100 trillion, 300 trillion, 500 trillion, which is 24 million per Bitcoin with the laser focus. 19, respect Bitcoin or it will make a clown out of you. Do you hear that, Peter Schiff? There is no need to mock those who mock Bitcoin because those people mock themselves. Do you hear that, Peter Schiff? To project absurdity onto a truth machine is to betray your future self and destroy your own reputation. Don't be a clown like this guy. You know what I mean? Number 20, do not sell your biddy. You do not put out the fire that keeps your family warm in a freezing winter. You do not sabotage your life raft in the ocean. And speaking of sabotage, I remember that Beastie Boys track back in the day. No, it's a sabotage. Anyways, life is precious. You do not push your economic savings off a cliff. Diversification is inferior intellect. And number 21, spread Bitcoin with love. Be kind. And when the disrespectful critics realize you had their best interests at heart, they will come around and contribute to the network. In time, the work put into Bitcoin will 100x and the price will 1,000x as we create 10,000x the fiat. Amen. Now, I'm going to leave you with that, Let me know your thoughts regarding Saylor's very bold prediction. That was from his speech in BTC Prague roughly about a month and a half ago. Let me know your thoughts. And welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. Saylor tweeted the mathematical formula embedded into the Bitcoin code. That was awesome. He also shows talented programmer. We'd have such a complex and efficient, perfect instruction. The mathematical equation for the halving, that is. Aurora CEO government is criticizing people who say the city isn't safe due to the Venezuelan gangs. Yeah, that's totally an inside job, in my opinion. We'll discuss that more in the uncensored version of the pod in a bit. With BRICS nations have more Bitcoin than G7, MAGA plus Maha equals unstoppable. Make America great again. Make America healthy again equals unstoppable. Thank you, Oracle. My notifications are quick and not very loud, but they are on YouTube. My YouTube is always on, though. Right on, Diana. Which Bitcoin could change the oil in my car? Hey, well, that's what the AI is for. JB, have you read the Oracle's last post? You might get more eyes on YouTube. Let me see. Let me scroll up. See what I missed while I was reading my stories. She was getting into mining. I can use heat to heat my house over the winter. True, I need to do more research. You wouldn't have to say a word, just dress in a rainbow. Oh my God. I hope that's not the advice for me. But yeah, if I dressed in a rainbow and embraced transgenderism, I'm pretty confident I'd probably get all the algorithm love. That's just the way of the world. But I would never sell my soul. So no amount of money would make me put on the dress. You feel me? Yeah, I wanted to tell you, check, and I did push notifications via my email. It seems to be working, at least right on data. Yeah, so I guess some people receive notifications, others don't, but more people absolutely should. There's no reason we should only have 50. I mean, again, we had 52 people on my stream 5 years ago. We're 1,747 episodes deep. Makes no sense. The only logical conclusion, we're shadow banned. Unfortunately, it happens when you speak the truth, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, I wanted to tell you right on. Well, anyways, we do have 1,100 people on the stream. Thanks to X. Shout out X and Rumble. We're probably going to be ending the YouTube stream here any moment, and we'll continue with the uncensored version of the pod.
Bitcoin on my mind, on my Bitcoin, and my Bitcoin on my mind. 60 G's, a buying up or to it.
Not a dress, just dressed in a rainbow color. I can't do that either. With a rainbow Bitcoin on your chest. Oh my God. I can't do that. Yeah, JV, your channel was kind of hidden today. Usually pops up top of the list. Had to search for it. Thank you for the confirmation, Golden Giant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 Sass Commandments.
You're on the top of my recommended, but I'm already a member. You need to be recommended for non-members. I think this affects most Bitcoin channels. Later on the Rumble. Yeah. What's the difference between this and the uncensored version? The uncensored version, I speak about the things that YouTube is specifically a gatekeeper for that they don't like. That's the difference. I speak on particular topics which they don't like people like me talking about. That's the difference. Censorship. Yes, rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop. Probably a poison jab, I would assume. He's like 50-something years old, had a heart attack live on stage or something. Who remembers the United Colors of Benetton ad campaign? The 90s, woke without being woke. The 90s, early 2000s seemed a low racism, probably the time we're going to talk about anything. Yeah, exactly. We could talk about anything on the uncensored version of the pod, like political things, agendas they don't want you to talk about, things like that. We talk about the elephants in the Rumble, the elephants in the room. That's right. What is crazy is YouTube has played 6 commercials during his show. They should push it so they both get more ad revenue. Damn, 6 ads. That's a lot. So yeah, if you guys don't want ads, because my show is pretty much ad-free in the sense I'm not pushing ads upon you, but YouTube does. So if you don't want to watch ads, you get a premium membership. I think it's $10 a month. That's what I pay. And I haven't watched an ad on YouTube maybe 6 years. So I don't know about that life. But yeah, if I was being hit with 6 ads in a single show, I'd be like, get the hell out of here. Premium. Just pay for the premium membership. And I don't benefit from the premium membership. YouTube does. So I'm not telling you that because I'm profiting from it. In fact, the more of you that get the premium membership, the less I get because it's just less ad revenue. So, but I'm just telling you it's worth it if you don't like ads. I've had it forever. Yeah, yo, we're going to be talking about the elephants in the room. The big fat elephant. The big fat pink elephant. In fact, I even got the pink shirt on. Is that a coincidence? I think not.
It's red panty night when you sanctify me, yeah?
And yes, we could also talk about the lizard people on the uncensored version of the pod. Something I wouldn't dare do on the tube.
Back at home with your wife. It's a celebration.
I'm too cheap to give $10 a month. I mean, to each their own. Buy more sats. Yeah, I mean, I look at it, is my time worth it? It's like, so for example, if you genuinely got hit with 6 ads in the past hour, that means every 10 minutes you're watching an ad. Maybe it's, I don't know, is it 3 seconds and you can skip it? Or do they force you to watch the ad? I don't even know. But just a lot of time. It adds up. Let's celebrate their 5th super live on stream. Dragons can donate. Amen. Thank you, Data Biter. Appreciate the super, brother. Congrats on sending your 5th ever super. Bro, that's not pink. It's puce. Oh, my God. So is puce light pink? Or the hell is puce? I've never heard of that color. But, yeah. But, yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We got 1,130 people on the stream. Only 30 on YouTube, so we're ending the YouTube right now. YouTube algorithm, you guys suck. I don't understand it at all, but it is what it is. So we're going to end the YouTube stream, continue with the uncensored version of the pod, exclusive on X and Rumble. You ain't got to go home if you're on YouTube, but head on over to the Rumble, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, so you can interact in the chat, or you can now interact in the chat directly on X, in which I'll be checking, and I'll be reading and addressing comments live in the feed on X, as well as on the Rumble. But YouTube, we're out. Adios, amigos.